So I did some research on the smallest goat in the world, and this is not official, but it was really hard to find anything on Guinness's website. But there was a goat in Minnesota, a Pygora goat, which is like a pygmy Angora cross, that they measured in 2018 to see if it was the world's smallest goat, and it was 14.5 inches tall and I think 16 pounds. I don't think Tink's 14.5 inches tall from toes to wither, so not like to her head, to her back, the highest point of her back. I don't know. So the goats destroyed another nipple yesterday. Is it not enough, bud? Is it just not enough? So I'm excited. It's supposed to pour down rain all day, but we can still measure and weigh Tink inside. And so if she is smaller than the last goat that I can find any record of, I'm going to figure out how to submit it to Guinness and be like, look, come measure my goat, because she's tiny. She'll be a year old in a couple of weeks. And so officially we would have to wait until she's a year, but she isn't grown in probably 6 months. So I'm not really concerned about her like miraculously being bigger here in like 3 weeks. I'm excited. Down. It's a good tune. Is that a good breakfast? So the baby goats broke out last night. I forgot to put the bungee cable around their gate. So I don't know if they broke out last night or this morning, but no milking for me. These guys always crack me up. We all want to be around the same feeders. We got 2 in here, and we got a crowd. And obviously this feeder's not full and not empty, and neither is this one. Pepper is doing great today. So he's up there. We got fern and clover. I've got pine and cedar, always on top of me. Huckleberry. And there's Pepper and Tink. Goat yoga, right? I don't understand why this is fun. For you guys who are new to the channel, and are new to Tink, I just wanted to give you a quick kind of background on Tink and why she's so tiny, and kind of her story, because her story is kind of interesting all by itself. We didn't think she was going to make it, and so I'm going to insert some footage from when Tink was born and kind of her life up until now, and give you a little background information on why our littlest girl is so little. So Tink was born early last May, on May 13th, and this is a picture of Cece the day before. So Cece was really big, and we kept thinking, okay, twins, triplets, she's kind of a fat goat anyway. But on the night of May 13th, she kind of surprised me when she started having them. So everything went normal. She's a great mom. First little doeling came out, was so excited. I thought there's gotta be at least 2 more, and sure enough, couple of minutes apart, a little buckling. That was Peter Pan. And then Darling, the next little doeling. And then a few minutes later, almost maybe 30 seconds after Darling was born, Wendy and Tinkerbell came out at the exact same time. So Tink's over by that bucket. You can hardly see her. And I was really shocked that we had 5 goat babies. I mean, 5 goat babies is a lot. It's really rare, like 1 in 10,000 goat births, to have 5 babies. Was very concerned about Tink right off the bat. Told Jeremy, I don't think she's gonna make it. I'm just so scared. She's so tiny. There's no way that she's developed the way that she should be. And he was like, she's fine. She looks normal. There's nothing wrong with her. And she did. She was perfectly proportional. She was up walking around within a few minutes. She nursed within the first hour. Cece took care of her. She was yelling and screaming and making all kind of noise, and she was just perfect. She was just really, really tiny, but definitely just so scared. And she did really well by the next morning. Cece had her all clean and dried off and was just taking such good care of all 5 little babies. And it was a lot of fun to have Quints, honestly. Just fun and crazy, and they were also pretty, but you could see how tiny she was compared to her siblings. So she was the runt of a litter of Quints. And she did really well the first couple of weeks, but as time went on, she just couldn't compete with her siblings. You can see just how small she was, and Mom's already trying to feed 5 babies. She just couldn't compete with 2 teats and 4 other babies. So she got really sick, and at first we thought, okay, the babies have coccidia, we're gonna treat for coccidia, our prevent isn't working, we're gonna do a treatment. And you can see how small she was compared to her sister. And so we did that, and we treated everybody. Everybody seemed fine, and she just didn't get any better, so she was having really runny poop and diarrhea. So I pulled her off Mom one night and tried giving her a bottle, and she sucked the bottle just down instantly and then just fell asleep. And so we figured she just must be really hungry and dehydrated, and I'm lucky that I even thought to give her a bottle. I should have. It's silly to think that it wasn't my first instinct. And so she became my bottle baby after she was about 2 weeks old. This is probably when she's 6 or 7 weeks old. And she was just such a good little bottle baby. And she grew and she did better, but she just definitely didn't grow like her sisters were growing. So even though she was getting bigger, and this is a video of her getting to go on an adventure with me to see my boss at work who loves baby goats. And so that is the tiniest cat or dog halter that you can purchase at the store. And you can see how big it was on her, but it just kind of kept her from getting too far away from me. And so she had a really adventurous summer. She would go through the fence and come up to the house and scream and cry and was hysterical. She got out every single day. We nicknamed her Tinker the Stinker because she was just awful, honestly. But yeah, so she's grown up some, but she's definitely small. And still, I mean, compared to her siblings and to our other goats and how big she should be. But we've had a lot of fun with her. She's got a lot of personality. She's just a great little goat. And we've kept her just so that nobody tried to breed her or do anything with her. We just felt she was safer here on our farm. And we've really enjoyed seeing her spunk and personality come out. She's never had any health issues. No joint issues, no leg issues. She's grown completely proportionally, no heart issues, just nothing. She's just really runty and tiny. And she's basically stopped growing over the winter, but she's just my tiniest girl. So we're gonna start our measurement process. We're gonna start with Padme so that you can have an idea of how tall Tink is supposed to be. Tinker the Stinker. So Padme is a year old. She was born about a month before Tink. So they should be about the same size about now. So I'm gonna measure her. Nigerian Dwarf goats full size should be no taller than 22.5 inches. So we're gonna see how tall Padme is. So we've got the wood to kind of help us measure. It's at the highest point, and we're gonna measure just to the bottom of the wood. So to the bottom of the wood, she is 20 inches tall from foot to the highest point of her shoulders. Okay, so we're also gonna measure Pine, who is Tink's brother. He's 6 weeks old, just to give you another reference for how big she is compared to him. It's gonna be hard because he's probably not gonna stand all the way up. So he is about 12.5 inches tall. And I'm gonna weigh him real quick so that we can see bulk-wise. He is about 15.8 pounds. So that gives you some perspective. That's a 6 weeks old little buckling. He's pretty big for 6 weeks old. Okay, so here's Miss Tinkerbell. And she is, excuse me, 13.5 inches tall. And we're gonna weigh her real quick. She is 21.2 pounds. Yeah, big girl. So, what do you guys think? The two people I've been able to find, one was in Minnesota and was an article on the internet, and their goat was 14.5 inches tall from toe to shoulder. So she's definitely shorter than that goat, but she's heavier. That goat was 16 pounds. Tink is 21.5 pounds. The other goat that I saw was on 10 Acre Farm, which is a YouTube channel, and I'll link their video up above, and their goat was 15.75 inches tall. So she's definitely shorter than that goat. So what do you guys think? Should we apply to Guinness to see if they'll come out and measure her and see if she could be officially the world's smallest goat? Or should she just be the world's smallest goat to us? Leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Okay, you want some real life behind the scenes of a YouTuber's filming here on the funny farm? Jeremy almost on accident left this gate open when he went to help me get Padme. And look where everybody is. Not where they're supposed to be. It's about to come some pretty severe weather here in our area, and I've got to get the girls put up, and Jeremy's gonna feed Chief. We're gonna kind of divide and conquer tonight. So I don't know if they're gonna want to come in. I need to roll this tarp down, that kind of thing, just to keep them protected from the rain. Okay, so that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed our video measuring Tink to see if maybe she's the tiniest goat in the world. If you think that we should submit to Guinness to see if they will take our application, leave me a comment and let me know. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Thumbs up really help us. It helps YouTube promote our channel, and we're just really thankful for everybody that's been subscribing. Sorry, always Zelda. That's been subscribing and watching our videos, guys. We're so excited and we're so thankful. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so that you know every time we put out a new video, so that you'll know if we do submit our application, what we decide to do and how that goes. It's a long process, so you'll need to be subscribed so that you can see. Because wouldn't it be cool to have the smallest goat in the world on our farm? Tink's such a fun goat. It was such a long journey with her to get here where she's healthy and happy, and we just love her. And we love you guys, and we thanks so much for watching. It's so hard to do this with this goat, like literally.